Welcome back to the SMT Media Network. In this video, I want to discuss what the hell is happening with these modern NBA stars. What's really crazy about these players today is they have the ability to address their audiences at any chance they get. They can get in front of a cell phone, they can get in front of a microphone, they could jump on anyone's podcast, they can make their own, and they could speak their truth. You guys know some of those feminine tendencies. Speak your truth, queen. And that's what I think Kevin Durant was doing. I think it was a queen speaking his truth. So he's on the Mind the Game podcast. And you guys already know what that's about, right? It's really become just this narrative-driven storytelling thing that's... It's just not what it was supposed to be. But that, anyways, it's devolved into this sort of thing. Kevin Durant was speaking about players and like always improving, self-improvement. It was beautiful, actually. He started off saying some of the most intelligent, thoughtful, honest, and transparent things about being a great player. He was speaking about things like, recommitting to yourself, like making a self-contract and reflecting how you play in games and studying film to make yourself better. It was beautiful. It was exactly what we want to know as fans of our favorite players, like KD. And then he went on to take shots at Michael Jordan. After just getting done talking about how modern great players should study the older players who were great to improve their own game and to learn from them and take from them and borrow and evolve and adapt, and everything was beautiful. And then he said something so disrespectful. Like it's like a backhanded compliment. It's like speaking out of both sides of your mouth. Anyways, he took a shot at Jordan, Michael Jordan. And we already know about the LeBron comparisons and this whole debate thing that's become exhausting and annoying and unproductive. Speaking to Michael Jordan taking a couple of retirements, going and playing baseball. I didn't even want to play the audio because it just isn't necessary. I just encompassed it into that summary. Of course, he praised LeBron's ability to play 22 straight seasons with no break, but he's clearly diminishing Michael Jordan's legacy. I don't know why these guys do this. Michael Jordan has never put down Kevin Durant. He has never questioned Kevin Durant's greatness or any of that. I don't know if this is something personal, but what it seems from the outside looking in, I think Kevin Durant, and this has been a problem for a while, I believe, I think he's unsatisfied with where he is in the pantheon of greats. I don't think he's happy. I don't think his appetite for greatness has been reached. And unfortunately, in his age 37 season, he's not getting better. And he's not likely going to be able to change his legacy much moving forward. So who he is what he's going to be as a player. And Michael's career has been done. And Michael has not been an outspoken person about other players and doesn't disrespect them. He applauds them. He respects them. He celebrates them in the modern game. And he says how great these guys are. He often doesn't even entertain GOAT conversations. So Michael takes the classy way out because he doesn't want these types of moments. KD goes the opposites, gets a case of diarrhea of the mouth on the Mind the Game podcast, rambles, on the microphone and disrespects a legend. Look, I don't know why Kevin Durant felt compelled to do this. I don't know if he meant what he said or if he said what he meant or whatever. But to know that this was recorded, edited, he had a chance to think about it, maybe say, hey, take this part out, it might be received a certain way. He didn't attempt to do any of it. And LeBron, of course, would be the beneficiary of this because he's complimenting LeBron while disrespecting Michael. And I'm not protecting Michael. You guys know I've been very, very critical of Michael Jordan and certain aspects of him as a player in his career. And same thing with LeBron. I have a lot of smoke for the greatest players. Maybe sometimes too much. I don't know. But these guys, and I've said this before, they got to get away from these microphones. They don't know how to talk and what to say in a way that doesn't disrespect people. They really do think they can say and do whatever they want. And unfortunately, it makes you look classless. Like, Michael Jordan can't play anymore. He's been out of the league for like 20 some years. You know, like, why don't you talk this way to your contemporaries? Say this shit about the people that play today. Say these disrespectful things to players you could suit up with. It's just so weak that they continue to do this. And Michael has taken the high road on all these modern NBA complaints, and these guys don't care. He always takes the high road and says how great they are. Tasteful and classy about it. And he hasn't always been that way. Of course, it was different when he was a player, you know. And maybe that's what we're seeing. Maybe as players, these guys are more prone to be disrespectful, but as they get older, they mature and become better people. Maybe that's what Kevin Durant needs to analyze or self-reflect. As he was saying before, as a player, maybe as a person, have some respect for those whose shoulders you stand on. You know, and maybe, just maybe, it's you, KD. Maybe it's you that feels incomplete and you listen to everything that everybody says and it makes you bothered that you can't achieve enough to satisfy people. Just so you know, KD, a message to you. People are never satisfied. You will never satisfy everybody, but you could satisfy yourself and be happy in your own skin if you learn to accept who you are and have some respect for yourself and others. I don't like it when disrespect of the greats is going on. I'm not going to tolerate it. And when I make content like this on my channel, it's perspective that I think people need to understand and see. You don't have to do these things. It's not a requirement to be a dick, to be an ass, and in order to prop up yourself and your genre to shit on other ones. You don't have to do that. All things can be celebrated and nobody has to be disrespected. This is one of the lowest moves KD has ever done. Probably just as bad as the burner accounts, in my opinion. KD can go to hell for this one. It's bullshit.